Hey YouTube, what's up? So y'all been bugging me about this, so I'm making videos. So here it goes. All right, so we're gonna talk about Vanguard and Support archetypes for this particular video. There's a lot of classes in the game, which is really cool. You know what I'm saying? Like there's so many different kind of units that you can use, but we're gonna talk about specifically the Vanguard, and then inside of the Vanguard there's different archetypes, right? So what am I talking about, right? So we're talking about Vanguards, right? These are units you put out first. They're gonna be building your DP for your team. They're gonna allow you to put out stronger, heavier units like a lot quicker than normal, because most stages will have DP generation, but it's kind of slow, and then some stages have absolutely no DP generation, so you definitely have to make sure you know about that. So we're gonna talk about first the Duelist type. Duelist types are ones like Plume, they're like Vigna, they're super cheap, you know, like only costing 6 or 7. They're like super cheap. Every time they kill something, they gain a DP, which is great, and also when you refund them, you get full cost back. So they're a great starter units to put out there. They have a job and they do it very well. So make sure you are investing in those kind of units if you're having issues getting out some of your units kind of quick. Another type of unit that exists inside of the archetype for Vanguards is an attack type. These are ones that will get like attack buffs, such as Scavenger. She gets an attack buff at S2, and a lot of them will get them like at later times, and they are there just to get strong and do a lot of damage for you. So you have like your Siege, for example. She's an attack type archetype, like Vanguard. They're just there to do like a ton of damage. You want things dead, they kill things for you. They do it really well. There's also the defensive type, which is the like other side of the coin, such as like Courier, for example. He's like a defensive type of Vanguard. They're there just to be thick boys, chill, collect rent money for like the whole time, and just, you know what I'm saying? Like, and they're going to be a decent blocker. All the ones besides the Duelist will block 2 units. And so make sure you're definitely using those types. Then there's Texas. She's weird. All right. So we just go with it. She's pokey, you know what I'm saying? And we just go with it. But like, she has certain things that are like a little different from other people. She has like AoE stuns. She does CC. She has AoE magic. She has a bunch of weird stuff that makes her like a little different from other ones. She has like pretty high damage, very low life. And then she also generates DP for you just for existing. So like there's everybody else, and then there's Texas. She uses her special little thing. And that's pretty much it for the different kinds of Vanguards that we have at the moment in the game. In the future, they might come out with more, who knows? But at the moment, this is kind of what we have. So now if we were talking about other types of units, we got our supports. Our supporters are the kind of class that use various support powers. Super eloquently said, right? So yeah, you have various support units. So most of them, they have a couple jobs. One is they're going to be slowing. So you're going to have like people like Angelina. Every time they hit with an auto attack, they slow down the unit. They're going to be slowing down the pace of the very thick enemies that are going to be coming down the lanes trying to beat up your team. So you're going to use like Orchid, you can use Angelina, you can use Earth Spirit. These ones are going to be there to slow your enemies, and they're going to do arts damage. Some of them, they have a lot lower than caster kind of damage, except for Angelina. She's like an exception because she does exceptionally high arts damage, which is like completely different. Then you have people that are like summon types, like Deep Color, who summons tentacles, or you have Mayor, who summons doggos or otters. I've heard a bunch of weird stuff. The roboters, okay? These are people that can put out very tanky units on the field for you for like 5 DP, which is like super cheap. And they're pretty cheap just to put out in the first place, right? They're kind of like one of your, if you have a bunch of DP and you kind of like, you can't figure out how you want to set up a map yet, or maybe you have like weird hazards on the map and you want to like sacrifice some units, these are great units to have on your team to do those kind of like weird kind of things. And you have characters like Pramanix who are the buffer type or debuffer types, where like they will like debuff your enemies by making their attack speed slower, make them hit less, lower their defense. You have people like Sora, which I don't have on this account, but Sora like buffs your team, so she's a buffer type. And then just like, you know, will give like various buffs, maybe some healing too on the side. These are great things that can kind of definitely help out your teams. So this is a very short, super simple video. Just wanted to tell you guys about some characters, different in their different uses for your team. So if you're like looking at having a well-rounded team for different scenarios that will come up in a game. These are kind of like archetypes you definitely want to check out. Make sure that you are kind of building towards a couple of them. If you're having issues, you can like use these like tips right here to like potentially be like, hey, maybe I need this kind of type of unit for my team for this particular situation. All right. So if you guys have any more questions, drop them below in the comments. You can catch me on stream on Twitch. And yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I'll catch you later.